My name is Aliho. I joined Urdt Girls School in 2014, and that was P5, and I'm currently in Senior 6. So when we joined Urdt Girls School, we were taught about different things like having back home projects, that is to say the bananas, coffee, cocoa, cabbages, tomatoes, eggplants, and so on. So as we joined, I was with my dad. They taught us about different things. When he went back home, he managed to do the following. He planted some bananas, coffee, and just of recent, he has just planted the cocoa. So these are the bananas. As one can see, I'm just standing in the banana plantation. This is where we get a lot of income. Most of the income is got from the bananas because I think it is a large plantation, about 3 to 3.5 acres, of which when we get money after they are sold, we buy school requirements when we are reporting. Then my mom pays school fees for my siblings, and then also some home needs. As you can see, this is a very large plantation of bananas, but currently they are very few because we have been eating a lot of them because we are all in the village. None of us is at school. As you can see, you may not view the bananas very well, but of course they have been there, so we earn a lot from it. For the case of the coffee, this is the coffee I've been telling you about. It's where we earn money, most especially like this season. My mom gets money. Okay, with coffee and bananas, they interconnect. Then during those seasons, it's where we get money to buy some home needs, pay school fees, and do some other things apart. So this is the coffee I've been telling you about, and it is also on a large plantation because we have around an acre of coffee. As you can see, you may not view it very well, but another one is far from here. As you can see, there are two types of coffee. So the other one is a bit shorter compared to this one. So when it is a harvesting season for the other one, in most cases you find this one has not yet reached the harvesting season. So we use the money. Okay, we sell the other one during some time, and also sell this one during some time. That means with coffee, we have been with money because of coffee. Because if this season it is time for this to be harvested, the other one maybe it is flowering. So when it is the time for harvest of the other one, this one is also flowering. So with coffee, my mom keeps with money. This is the cocoa plantation I was telling you about. So they are still young compared to what you may think, but this is the plantation I was telling you, and some of them are still of this size, as you can see.
yatandika
So among the other things that we do, we rear goats, and due to the fact that it has been a sunny season and at times the land is not all that enough, we plant grasses around the plantations so that if time reaches, we cut them and take them to the goats. So that's what we do. We plant these grasses around because land is not all that enough. Like if you have 5, 10 goats and you don't have enough land, we plant this and then you make sure that every time goats have got what to eat. If they don't feed on grasses, they feed on banana leaves, they feed on some other things, but I think this is the most food that they eat. So mulching is one of the activities that we do in the banana plantation in order for the soil to retain some water. As you can see, when you're doing like this, these bananas have got a lot of water, though it is the sunny season. So I think that's why they are managed, that's how they are managed, and they are still very nice looking. And you may wonder why this hole was dug there. Now, like during the rainy season, we dug it there for the purpose of, like, if it's raining, so water concentrates here. When water concentrates here, so during the sunny season, you find the water that had been concentrated here, it is being used by the bananas around, by the bananas around. So you find that it has also maintained some of this. So that's why we dug it here, in order to manage the bananas very well. Because we may not do the irrigation like the other people do, but for us we have those techniques that we use in order to manage bananas. Like we reach some season, we dig in the banana plantation so that soil becomes, like when the soil is compacted, it may not retain water. So we reach some season, like last season we dug there in order to make soil particles very fine. So like this season we may not dig there, because when you dig it several times, you also cut the stems of the bananas, and then bananas may fail to grow very well. So that's why we put this. And at times we plant there beans. As you know, beans are nitrogen fixing leguminous. So at times we plant there beans in order to fix their nitrogen. As this season has not yet reached planting season, so they have not yet planted, but I think they will plant there because last season they did. So this season they may plant their beans. And another thing we do, because like the bananas are not all that compacted, are not congested, we put some cassava. Like I told you, if you don't have enough land, so utilize the one you have. Next time you put cassava. So as you're harvesting cassava, you harvest banana, you harvest tomatoes, there are eggplants. So you find there is a lot on the same plant. So that's what we call intercropping. So that's what we do. This is the sunny season, so we didn't manage have a lot of the kitchen gardens, but we have some tomatoes. There are kinds of dodo there, but we didn't manage to plant the big tomatoes because of being the sunny season. That's why we may not see the big tomatoes, but there are other small tomatoes. There are some. We have the cabbages in the swamp, because for us with the water it is a bit difficult. We are far from the water source, so you cannot plant the cabbages or the big tomatoes here, because watering might be a bit difficult. Now that we are all going back to school, who would have done it? No one. So that's what I have managed to show you, and that's what we do. So I thank you, IDC, for supporting us in all ways in terms of knowledge, because it gave us a lot of knowledge and skills. We are now skilled in almost all areas. If I can plant a banana, I can plant coffee, and I know the importance, and I know everything. So as Sanctuary Girls School, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.